A very happy morning to one and all students. How are you all? Yeah, you're all good, I think so. So, in the last session, that is on Monday, we have completed the chapter 9, let us multiply. So, I like to share what it is. You have to be very thorough in the table. So, already I have told you to make a chart. So, what are the tables? You have to make it out. Table of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 10. So these are the tables which you have to make it in a chart. Just start preparing and memorize all the 6 tables. And you too know that and you are all aware of that, isn't it? So any number which is multiplied by 0, the answer will be as 0. Any number which is multiplied by 1, the same number you will get it. So okay. Then we started the next 15 minutes with the new chapter that is called A World of Pattern. A beautiful chapter, isn't it? So a world of pattern. What does it mean by pattern? So already I have discussed you with the examples. So if you see around you in each and every places. So now we feel too chill. So what do you wear? When it is cold, you wear sweater. Yeah, if you see in the sweater, some patterns are followed and some designs are followed. So already I have told you that. So patterns there are in a different way, in alphabetical, in mathematical, in shapes, in pics. If you take each and everything, so there is a certain pattern which is followed by it. Okay, so let me see what is that. So what is our chapter name? Patterns. So already I have told you that to read out the pep activity and what is the story about and what do you understand from that story. Am I right? So read this pep activity and identify what is given in the pep activity. Have you all read that? Are you able to read it? Okay. So what is the story about? Yeah. So with the grandparents. You too have a grandparents at home, isn't it? So they were going to out of a places and they are seeing something around them. So what are that? Yeah, they picked some leaves in that. So let me discuss with that. So Aditi and Suchi grandmother came to visit them. She decided to take their girls to the village market. So they decided to take their kid to the market. The three started their day early in the morning and left the house with a bag full of snacks and water. So whenever we go out, so for the purchasing or something else, we used to have a fun lot, isn't it? So likewise, on their way, they saw yellow, brown and green colored leaves. What does she represent here? They were seeing yellow, brown and green. What are they? They are all colors. So even in the colors, we can have a pattern. What the pattern can be? It might be the color of the wall or the ceilings. Something, some patterns will be there, isn't it? So with the help of the colors. So likewise. So Aditi picked up the yellow leaves. Suchi picked up the brown. And their grandmother picked up the green. So each and every person picked the different colors. So Aditi and Suchi started arranging leaves in an order. So they were arranging simultaneously. Okay, the two persons they are arranging. Can you see here? Can you identify the arrangement by filling the right colors? So first yellow followed by that brown. Again they have arranged yellow, again brown. So next what should be followed there? Which color? Very good. Yellow has to be followed. If you go for the next one, it should be followed by the color brown. So likewise, we used to have a skip counting, isn't it? So likewise, even in the colors also, we can create a pattern. What we can do? So even with the help of the colors, you can create the patterns. So Aditi and Suchi were so excited that they made a beautiful arrangement. Yeah? So Dadi, we arranged the leaves in order to make a design. So with the help of that, they made a design. Arranging something in a particular order, that is what we said a rule. So already we have told that what is a pattern. So arranging something in a particular order is called a pattern. Are you all clear now what is a pattern? Something, whatever it might be, something which is arranged. The best example, so I'll tell you that. Just think of the gems packet or a ball, gems. So it is filled with the colors, isn't it? Simultaneously, so all the colors will be there. If you go for the other pack, it will be repeated the same. So it is also a pattern. So they are arranging all the colors into one pack. Is it right? Yeah. So likewise, so when an object or a design, it might be a object or a design. So have you seen the rangoli? So I have discussed, isn't it? So they will use to draw the rangoli with the help of the shapes. So repeatedly they will extend the shapes to make it bigger. Have you seen rangolis? Yeah. So design is arranged to follow a rule. It is called a pattern. So it might be an object or a design, but in a order to be followed. So here are the leaves are arranged to follow the rule. So now tell me what is a pattern? Yeah, when an object or a design is arranged to follow a rule, it is called a pattern. So identifying the rule of pattern helps in extending. Extending means getting large. So that is what. If you take a sweaters, woolen cloths, so scarf, you can go with that, rangolis, flower, even building blocks. You can have some patterns with the colors and shapes. Or you can even create the pattern by yourself with the many objects, with the help of many objects. And there are different types of patterns too. So there are different patterns. So already I have told you, look around you, observe what are the patterns present and list out. Have you all listed out? What are the things you have found out? Yeah, if you go for the traffic signal, if you go for the road, there is a pattern. Zebra crossing. The zebra crossing which have a lines and they were in different colors. So what are the two colors? Black and white. So both will be in a simultaneously. So there is a pattern. So it is called a zebra crossing. So you have to cross there. Then if you take in a school, so in some certain pattern they will arrange you in making groups. Yes? So they used to allot. If you go for the surroundings, these are the simple patterns. If you go for the butterfly, have you seen the butterfly's wings? Yeah, even the colors, shapes are there, the patterns. Flowers. So they were in a repeated patterns. The shape is repeated in few flowers. Have you seen that? Yes. So there are different types of patterns. Here, Dadi gave them an idea to form a pattern that can be hung on the door. Doormat, even mat, doormat, blankets, you can see the design. Even the saris, you can see the pattern. Some patterns will be followed in the saris. Have you seen that? So they are all extending. So they are all creating and they are all belongs to the extending patterns. So after arranging the yellow, brown and green leaves, it looked like this. Have you seen that? Even jewels I have told you, no, for the pattern. Garland. What is meant by garland? Male. Have you seen that? So they will arrange in a certain pattern with the colors, with the different yellow, red, something like that. So now what you are going to do is identify the rule of the given pattern and extend it. Here you are going to draw as well as you have to color it. So make a note of it. Even the colors too have a pattern. What is that? Even the colors have a pattern. So here you are going to draw and extend it more. Let me see how beautiful you are making this pattern. Complete this 10.2 activity. Are you all clear? Okay. Next, we observe patterns in objects around us like colors, shapes, actions. What does mean by actions? Verbs are known as the action, doing some actions, isn't it? Or sequences that repeats. So that is what the best example is tables, skip counting. So we use a pattern there. If you go for alphabet, so we are using a pattern. Yeah. So if you go for the shapes, it can be arranged in a pattern. Colors. So likewise, so there are different types of patterns around us. That's why our chapter name is A World is Full of Pattern. A world which is full of patterns. So already I've told you, you wear your uniform. It is a pattern of our school. If you go for some other school, they have different color and different shape, different color, the different pattern. Am I right? Yeah. So likewise, so if you go, we can make patterns using a set of 2 or more things. Think about the words in song that repeats. Think about words in songs. I hope you all enjoy the songs, isn't it? Yeah. So that repeats and sounds similar. Music, which is repeated. So that is a pattern. Lines and curves on tiles and buildings. Even the texture of a hair. The texture of a hair. It's a kind of a pattern. Some might have curly hair, straightened hair, both mixed. So there are different types, isn't it? Am I right? Okay. For example, the sound of the water drops goes. The sound of the water. While playing hopscotch, our feet goes. Feet. Fingerprints. Toe print. Have you seen? So all are repeated. So it is also a kind of a pattern. Am I right? Now look around. Now what you are going to do is, now you are going to look around. You have to see around you what is happening. Have you seen people with different textures of hair, like straight, wavy and curly? Now what you are going to do is, so you are going to identify the texture of your family members. Just list out their relations. If it is your mother, father and siblings if you have, and the grandparents too. Grandparents too. So write the texture for each person. Okay? Texture of their hair. You have to write it for the each person. Are you all clear what I am saying? Okay? So this is the look around activity. So the look around activity which is based on your family members, you have to list out them and you have to identify what is the texture of their hair. Whether it is a straight, wavy or curve. List out there and you have to complete that look around activity. The next one. If you could change the pattern of your hair. What is that? If you could change the pattern of your hair, which one would you choose? You have to write it here and even you have to draw it here. So you can draw your pic. So outline of your pic and draw the hair which texture you like here. Will you able to complete this activity? Yes? Okay. Then coming to our home fun activity. So in today's session, what is that? In today's session, you are going to have a home fun activity which is related to the companion. Circle the shape that comes next. What is that? Circle the shape that comes next. So here they have given circle the shape that comes next. So here it is that. So now they have given the options here. So next to the smiley face, that is the shape of circle, what has to be followed? You have to circle here. Okay, what you have to do? You have to circle there. Are you all okay with that? What I am saying? So this home fun activity which is related to the growing pattern. So here you are going to circle the next coming shape which has to be done. Am I right? Will you able to complete? It will take only fraction of second to complete this activity. Am I right? Okay.